Mike Mayock appeared on Talking Ball with Pat Leonard, and he talked about a bunch of stuff. But he talked about Darren Waller and the trade to the Giants, and he asked specifically, "What are the Giants getting with Darren Waller?" You haven't seen this clip yet, so
I have not.
I'm very curious what you make of Mike Mayock's comment. Our former GM. Take a look.
Let's start with person. He's an extraordinary person. I think most people know the background of his addiction. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure people know how deep the addiction was and how he had to get to ground zero before he could climb out of that hole. And because of what he's done and the level he's maintained himself, how he's given back to the community, he's got a foundation that helps people that have the same issues he has. I think he's an amazing person. His work ethic is off the chart. Football matters to him. I think being a good person matters even more to him.
Then Mayock went on to talk about like what an athlete he is and what a stud he is, etc. Soto, your immediate reaction video time.
Words. It's just words. Actions speak louder. It's just words.
I'm glad you asked. I'll tell you what I think. This sounds, I believe everything Mike Mayock is saying about the Darren Waller he knows from 2 seasons ago. Everything we heard about Darren Waller 2 seasons ago, everything his teammates said about him, everything Gruden said about him, everything Mayock said about him was everything Mayock just said now. Hard worker, cares about the team, obviously overcame so much, wants to be a good person, wants to win. If we ask Dave Ziegler or Josh McDaniels about Darren Waller right now, what would they say? None of that.
None of that. Well, that's what he showed him.
Darren Waller changed.
That's what he showed him.
Darren Waller did a complete 180. Now he appears to not care about football. He appears to not care about his teammates. I'm not saying he doesn't care about being a good person or not, but from the things we're hearing and
other priorities,
how his teammates are responding, other priorities, and really doesn't care what his teammates think about him.
Or what the organization thinks about it.
Or anything, just coaches, hey, I'm supposed to be rehabbing during a bye week. Find me. I'm going to go to LA. I have something better to do. I don't care.
Shit happens, bro. People change, man.
Completely. That's my point is I feel like Mike Mayock's opinion of Darren Waller is like a time capsule from 18 months ago of who Darren Waller was, what everyone loved about him, and that translated into how he produced. And then 18 months later, we're kind of like, yeah, I always kind of knew Mayock was the guy, or Waller was, we all kind of knew he had to go. Like, no, dude, like not that long ago, we were like ready to put a statue of a 6'6" frame in front of Allegiant Stadium because of what a teammate, what a competitor, what a hard worker he is. And now he's opposite of the Darren Waller that Mike Mayock found and loved.
Money doesn't build character, it reveals character. He got his big money deal, He finally got that big paycheck that he's been wanting, that big deal, for the NFL. Look, the money that these guys make is not the same as the money that we make, and it's not comparative either because they spend a lot more money too, right? So to be living that lifestyle, they want to get that big check. He got that big paycheck. I'm not saying that's because, but you have to point to it as a possible factor. He gets that big contract, and he has another terrible year. And not only that, but his mentality seems to have changed. His attitude seems to have changed. So whatever, man, you duped us. You got your money, and now go make all the albums and fucking mixtapes you want.
I'm just trying to figure out why. Like what led to this?
People get into their lives, man. Somebody who can be manipulated, and somebody who is strong mentally now, but maybe had a point of weakness. It could be a spouse, it could be a friend, it could be somebody in the music industry that he's working with because he's so passionate about it. It could be anything. And we've seen it before too in the fight game. This guy's a freaking murderer, and then he freaking starts dating some chick, and then he just stops training altogether.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what kind of influences these people have in their lives.
Hey, you made it to the end of our video. Great job. I know you want more. Go ahead and click the next video and don't forget to subscribe.